Hi all, how are you guys going? Welcome to our Saturday night's recap video and let's get straight into it. First video to recap is this inspecting bugs and moths' eggs on our brassica vegetables. Brassicas are cabbage, radish, broccoli, cauliflower, just to name a few. Earlier, I had to do this every day, but as per my research, when cabbage moth lays eggs onto leaves, it will take 3 to 4 days before they hatch, so the need to inspect every day is not needed. You have that 3-day window to pluck them out before they hatch. Doing this manual inspection for bugs is okay for a small backyard garden, but very tedious in a large scale of a vegetable garden. Here are other ways you can control moths. Create a physical barrier by using exclusion netting. Ideally, you need to cover the entire bed for the whole growing season to stop the eggs being laid in the first place. If the population is too many, you can spray with a microbial insecticide. Dipel is a very low toxic microbial insecticide that contains a bacteria which is highly effective and selective for caterpillars. It is a bacteria that occurs naturally in the soil and it acts as a stomach poison only to these caterpillars. It is totally safe to many beneficial insects like mammals, birds, fish, and plants. There is no withholding period when harvesting crops that have been sprayed with Dipel. They can safely be eaten immediately. Next to recap is this sowing new variety of radish, the French breakfast. I already found myself very fascinated in growing radishes. By now, you know me as an avid radish grower. I found them great in salads or pickles, which I learned to love that started because of my first few harvests. What's a good thing about radishes are they have very short growing period. You can harvest the red globe radishes in 30 days, while the bigger ones in 60 to 70 days. They are also easy to take care of. This is the first time I'm growing French breakfast variety, so this is a learning process for me. The planter where the saluyets were was sown with many French breakfast radishes. I hope they would do good in my garden so we can have our first taste with them after a few weeks. Takeaway here, find the vegetable that you like growing which do well in the garden. Next to recap is this bougainvillea corner of the garden. A vegetable gardener should not only think of only vegetables to grow because if he does, a successful gardening is hard to realize. Flowering plants play a crucial role in the garden's ecosystem. Think of this. We have fruiting plants like cucumber, beans, etc. Yes, they have full of blooms, but before they will turn as fruits, we need pollinators. How to attract all these pollinators? By planting ornamental flowering plants. There are some flowering plants that are like a magnet of bees, so we should focus on those ones. Some of them are lavender, sunflower, and cosmos. And yes, bougainvillea is also one of them. Takeaway here, as a vegetable gardener, we must also plan what flowering plants we should plant in the garden to attract pollinators. Next to recap is this heirloom selection I found at Bunnings Warehouse. I went to the office this day and I dropped by at Bunnings just to see what they had in store, and seeing these heirloom selections made the day even better. However, I did not end up buying them because I got no space for them in the garden anymore. That is it for this video and I hope you learned something new. If you want to see more of my gardening videos, follow or subscribe for more. You can also subscribe on my YouTube channel. The handler is deogardener. Thanks for watching and I see you in the next video.